Hey guys! So I wasn't actually planning to make a random talk video today, but then something came up that I just had to talk about, so I'm making a random talk video. The news just broke on the internet that Nina Dobrev is leaving the Vampire Diaries, and everyone in the fandom is freaking the fuck out, including me. I literally only saw this on Twitter like 5 minutes ago, and I thought it was a joke, but it's literally not. Nina Dobrev posted on her Instagram account this long letter, which I will link somewhere so that you guys can read it, about how she is leaving the Vampire Diaries, and it is heartbreaking because Elena is literally the whole point of this show. Not so much anymore. Like, Elena was a big thing for like the most part of this series because it is about her. Like, it started with her, it's all about her. Not so much anymore because we have so many more characters on the show now, but I still feel like it is mostly centered around Elena. So if Nina Dobrev, who plays Elena, is going to leave the show, doesn't that mean that the show's going to end? Like, I feel like this is something that we all need to think about seriously here for a second. Like, she is the show. Without her, there's no show. I don't know how they're going to do it without her, because literally there's not really a show. I mean, I think whenever they got renewed for season 6, like, I think it was Ian Somerhalder who said there wasn't going to be that many more seasons, which is understandable because not all shows get past like 10 seasons. I feel like 10 is like a cutoff for most seasons at the most. And like, I feel like the Vampire Diaries will eventually run its course, but the thing is that you kind of expected Nina to stay right until the end, and the fact that she isn't is really sad, and I'll really miss her. Like, honestly, thinking about it, I did think Elena was kind of annoying sometimes, and yes, she happened to turn around everything and make it about her, which Caroline has pointed out on numerous occasions, which I kind of love. And so, maybe it isn't all about Elena, and yes, we should, like, embrace these other character stories and stop bringing Elena into everything, but, like I said earlier, I feel like she's the show. Like, the show is about her mainly. Like, whenever the show started back in 2008, 2009, it was all about Elena and how she fell in love with a vampire called Stefan, and how she was drawn into the supernatural world, and due to that, and her being a doppelganger, she kind of brought everyone else into that world as well, and almost all of the cast became vampires at some point in the show, except for, like, Jeremy and Matt, but, like, everyone on the show has been supernatural at some point, and it mainly all just started because Elena fell in love with a vampire, and she learned about that world, and she discovered she was a doppelganger of a vampire, and it's a really long story that continues through 6 seasons and has a spin-off show called The Originals. So it's been a very successful franchise, and I feel like without Elena, it's just going to be weird, because if she leaves the show, what's going to happen with everyone else? Because people like Damon Salvatore, who loves Elena so much, is like, what is he going to do without her on the show? Like, what's going to happen, and how are they going to make her leave the show? Like, I have so many questions about this, and I don't even know if I'm making sense. I'm kind of trying to process it, but it's not really happening. I mean, I don't know. When the main character of a TV show decides to leave, there's a lot of freaking out, I feel. I mean, I know this isn't the same thing, but it just came into my head, like, you know the way that Zoe 101 ended because Jamie Lynn Spears got pregnant? And she was the main character of that show, and because she got pregnant, the show got cancelled. Is that going to happen to Vampire Diaries? And I'm not saying that Nina Dobrev is pregnant and that's why she's leaving, but it's like, because she's leaving, does that mean this show will get cancelled because it won't be as good without her? Because, like I said, she's literally the focal point of the show, and it's not just that Nina Dobrev has played one character on the show. She's played several, and one of the other characters that she played was Elena's doppelganger, Catherine, and Catherine actually ended up getting killed off in season 5, so, I mean, there's no chance of her coming back, but then there are, like, several other doppelgangers that they've talked about that are Elena's ancestors, and they've been on the show too. So she's played a lot of characters on the show, and I feel like without her it's just going to be weird. It's going to be sad. Is all, like, honestly, I feel like I've literally been rambling on about 5 minutes about random things here, but honestly, this is exactly how I feel right now. This is literally me trying to process this. It's kind of insane. But yeah, like, I just can't imagine what's going to happen to the show without Elena. Like, I do notice that she's not really in it as much as she used to be, but she's still definitely, like, a huge part of it. And as much as I would like to see the other female characters have more of a role, like, especially Caroline right now, because I love Caroline right now on the show, or, like, Bonnie or someone like that, like, as much as I'd love to see them sort of, like, take on a more central role, it wouldn't feel right without Elena there. And it's gonna be really sad. And she's not like any of the other characters that have been and gone on the show. Like, it's not like she's a minor character at all. Like, she's the main character. So her decision to leave is kind of insane. And it's not like I can hate her for the decision, because I feel like she has definitely thought about this for a long time, and this is something that she wants, and everyone seems to support her on it. And I mean, of course I'll support Nina for it as well. Like, if she wants to do this, then that's her choice. We can't do anything about it. Yes, I'll miss her on the show, but if she feels like it's the time to leave, then I will support her. Yes, it'll be sad, and I can't really imagine what's going to happen to the show next, but I mean, if this is really what she wants, then it's what she wants, and all I can hope is that the show does a really good job of explaining why she's leaving. And if the show does continue for a couple more series or whatever, I hope that they do it in a really good way. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of sad, because I really just can't imagine the show without her, and it's going to be so weird, and I just can't even imagine. It's just one of those things you don't expect, and then whenever it happens, you're like, how are we supposed to deal with this? I mean, I don't know. If anything, I just hope that they don't kill Elena's character off. I feel like that would be the worst thing to do. Don't kill her character off. But if you have her like a nice send-off like they kind of did with Jeremy, that would be good. I just don't want her to die. And also, I really hope that they have a happy ending for Demon as well, because, you know, Delena was a huge thing, and, well, we need to keep that going in some way. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. And I guess we just have to adjust and hope for the best. But yeah, I feel like I've said everything I needed to say. I'm really sorry if this video was all over the place, but I am kind of a mess right now because I just found this out and I felt like I should make a video about it, chat with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments below what you think about Nina Dobrev leaving the Vampire Diaries. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Wow.